and welcome to another episode of Cruise Insider. I'm Dom.
And I'm Richard.
And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about some of the ships that are going to be joining us in 2017. Now, there's lots of new ships that are out over the next couple of years, but there's 5 that are out this year that we're talking about today. Now, before we get onto the ships, we want you to get in contact, and all the details are below. So do get in contact with us, and we'll, I don't know, maybe give you a shout out on the show, something like that, or we'll just get back to you.
Any questions you've got, just post them away and we'll find them out for you.
Exactly. So Richard, what's your first ship?
Well, should we start off with our first one there? We're with Viking Ocean Cruises now, and we're on board the Viking Sky. Now, this is launching next month, and we're so excited about this one. On board, you'll find just under 1,000 passengers, so it's small ship cruising, at just 464 cabins. Now, of those cabins, they are all balcony cabins as well.
Very nice.
So you'll be cruising around in your own balcony as we go in our maiden season around Europe, places like the Mediterranean, Northern Europe, and the itineraries are more destination focused, which means you get longer days in ports, more overnights and less sea days. There are 8 different dining options on board the Viking Sky. This will be the 3rd in the ocean cruise fleet, so it's the same as the Viking Star and the Viking Sea. But what can you expect new on board the Viking Sky? Well, you can find a new pool with a glass roof that opens in the summer, and the main restaurant that can be converted from an open-air venue to a cosy dining room with a simple push of a button that literally controls everything. Costing over $300 million to build and weighing in at 48,000 tons. She is our first ship that we're looking at, the Viking Sky, and she's launching next month. So do stay tuned, we'll tell you more about that on Cruise Insider in the coming months. What have you got for us, Dom?
Well, my first ship is Norwegian Joy, and she's going to be joining us in March 2017. Now, she's a big old girl. She's weighing in at just over 160,000 tons, which is very, very big. She's going to be taking 4,400 passengers, and that's over 2,200 cabins. So she's going to have a lot of people on board when she's full, but she's a big old ship, so it's not going to seem crowded or anything like that. Now, she's cost nearly $920 million, which is a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
But you can see why in a sec. She's set to debut in the Chinese market for summer of 2017, and the primary language on board is Mandarin, which is very useful because it's going to be sailing out of Shanghai and Beijing for all of 2017. Now, a couple of new features on board which are really, really interesting. It's going to have a racetrack on top deck, which has never ever been seen at sea before. It's a 2-level go-karting track, so you can go go-karting, or if that's not what you want, then you can maybe go to the Galaxy Pavilion, which is the first ever virtual reality, immersive virtual reality experiences that's ever been at sea, which is very interesting. And you know, I don't really understand it, but I'm sure it's going to be very, very interesting. There's going to be interactive video walls that you can feature, and something that sounds very exciting to me, which is hover bumper cars, which sounds amazing.
Sounds like fun, that. Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? As well as that, if you're not into any of the racetracks or the gaming, then you can go to the park, which is going to be lovely. It's going to have the Wi-Fi services up there, so you can sit in the park by the pool, chill, you know, maybe go on Facebook, show everyone what you do, make them very jealous at home. And as well as that, there's going to be loads and loads of shopping, and lots of luxury international brands will be joining Norwegian Cruise Line on board. As well as that, it's going to be your general freestyle dining that Norwegian Cruise Lines is known for. So it's going to be a fantastic new ship.
So the third one we've got for you is the Majestic Princess. Now, she's launching in April this year, so not too far away, this one. She's going to be the 3rd in the Royal class of ship. That's the same as the Royal Princess and the Regal Princess. Now, carrying between 3,500 and 4,000 passengers, they'll be in 1,780 cabins, so there's plenty of choice when it comes to the cabins on board. Costing $760 million to build and weighing in at an impressive 143,000 tons. Now, the inaugural maiden cruise will start on April the 4th on a 5-night Adriatic itinerary from Venice to Rome, and throughout the summer she'll operate 7, 14, 21 and 28-night Mediterranean itineraries. I quite fancy a 28-night itinerary before it relocates to Asia through the Suez Canal. Now, don't miss out on board on the Skywalk, where you can walk out to sea on a glass panel, and do you know what's beneath you? What? Absolutely nothing. Oh. Just the sea underneath you. Great fun to do that. So what else is new on board? You'll find the Hollywood indoor pool, where you have comfortable lounges, modern sculptures, hot tubs. You can have a dip in the pool during the day. And at night time, this pool area transformed into a luxurious nightclub with atmospheric lighting. You've got water that dances to the music, where the water fountains go 33 feet high to the music. Puts on a great show. And also on board, something that I'm looking forward to, Dom, I haven't told you about this yet, the Princess Live TV studio. Ooh.
Oh, can we go?
Well, I'm trying to get on board, yeah. TV studio on board, where you can enjoy a great culinary show, a live show, a game show. You can take part in the action, and do you know what? It's even streamed in the cabins on board as well. So who knows, you could be the star of the ship. Now, that's all waiting on the Majestic Princess.
Well, my third ship for this year is MSC Meraviglia, and that's going to be joining us in May 2017. So, she's another big girl. She's 167,600 tonnes, which is a whole 200 tonnes more than Norwegian Joy, and we thought she was big. She's going to be taking 5,386 passengers over 2,244 cabins, and this ship has cost $1 billion.
Wow.
I know, amazing, isn't it? Now, MSC Meraviglia is going to be home porting in 4 different home ports in the Med, which will be Marseille, Barcelona, Genoa and Naples, so you can get 7-night round trips from all of those ports, which is going to be really nice, and she's going to be one of the biggest ships sailing in the Med in 2017. So, you know, there's going to be loads of opportunities for you to get on board. Some exciting things that MSC Meraviglia will have. It's going to have a large water park on top deck, and it's also going to have an indoor amusement park split over 2 levels for the kids and adults alike. It's also got a 2-level entertainment space called the Interior Promenade that's going to be housing specialty restaurants, bars and lots of duty-free shops. And just to make it a little bit more interesting, you wondered why it cost $1 billion.
I did, yeah.
It's going to have something called Digital Sky in that Interior Promenade, which is a floor-to-ceiling LED screen.
Wow.
That's going to be live transmitting views of sunsets, sunrises, starry skies, and actually what's going on outside, as well as having special events and shows. But MSC Meraviglia is one of MSC's new ships. There's another one, and not only are they good with technology, the whole design of cruise ships is changing, isn't it, Rich?
Totally changing, yeah. Move on to our final 5th ship, and a little bit later on in autumn, November this year, is the MSC Seaside. Now, it should be the first ship of a new design where the identical class, and it'll be the biggest class in the MSC Cruises fleet. This ship is costing a mega $743 million to build and weighing in at 154,000 tonnes. Now, she's one of the biggest ships as well, carrying nearly 5,000 passengers. She has over 2,060 cabins. There are 17 different decks to explore, complete with spa and fitness, alfresco dining, sports, adventure, relaxation, places where you can sit down, get a drink, eat, be active, be merry, do whatever you want on your cruise. Now, based on year-round Caribbean departures departing out of Miami, destinations like the Bahamas, Mexico, Puerto Rico and Jamaica you can look forward to on board the MSC Seaside, and it's a great choice for the family. If you choose to go with the family with MSC Seaside, the children can cruise completely free of charge.
Wow.
Isn't that impressive? And so what's new on board, you're asking? Well, there's lots of new things. There's the activities include the adventure trail with bridges, slides and rope courses, a 130-metre zip line and an aqua park with tubes and slides, great fun for all the family. New and creative dining options, the Fusion restaurant with its VIP dining area, and the concept of the ship is to bring the sea closer to passengers with lots of outdoor spaces, alfresco dining, lots of things for you to look forward to on the MSC Seaside, which is launching in November this year.
Wow. Well, that's just 5 of the ships that are coming out this year. We're going to be telling you more and more about all the ships as soon as we get more information on the other ones.
Hopefully we can get on board them as well.
Well, hopefully. I mean, hopefully. You
quite
never
like
know.
going to
You might be
the
seeing us
Caribbean.
on board. Caribbean, maybe a nice Mediterranean cruise. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. That's all we've got time for on this week's episode on Cruise Insider. So we'll see you next week. Bye for now.